Hey guys, what's up? This is the Demon Corpse, and it's been a while. It's been a week, and what have I been doing? I've been playing Gears Tactics, trying to kill a dang boss that's annoying. It took me a whole week. Let's just say it ain't fun killing this boss. It's a long story, but let's just say trying to save ammo, kill enemies, then try to hide one way from rockets, and then the big Hydra's trying to blow out a bunch of steam at you. It's like probably a lot of air like at you, and then you lose some health. Then you gotta use a sniper to shoot him, and then rotations, and then you gotta watch out for the enemies. And then the last rounds, there's a boomer, and then there's the cactuses that will explode with emulsion, and then there's the drones with they're not that annoying, but you gotta use grenades, and then the disciple ones that do the same thing, shoot out emulsion after they die, and then we have the wretches that easy to kill, but they're annoying as well. Then you gotta watch out for the grenadiers with the shotguns. It's annoying, let's just say. But hey, I killed them. It's uh such an annoying boss. Thank you, Coalition, for making an annoying boss. But and that's I just played through the classic edition. I will be playing through the all content edition, and I may take a break. I'm not gonna be playing Gears Tactics for a while. I gotta take a break. That got me. But besides that, it's been an interesting week as a whole for me as a whole, just with the Sega event, the Capcom event, and then we had the Xbox event. That was decent. I would give it a 7 out of 10, including the Capcom. The Capcom event, I would give it an actual 6 out of 10. Sega, 5 out of 10. I'm sorry, Sega, but you messed up. I don't know what you were thinking, doing like, hey, well, we'll be showing you a cutscene of Sonic Frontiers, and it's only like 5 seconds. Yeah, and then the Sonic movie that is, okay, not Sonic movie. I mean the Sonic TV show for Netflix looks good. Not a big fan of Netflix with the whole cutie situation. Not, I may just pirate it as most people will, I hope. Then then we have what was the other game? Then we had Ori 4 remake, The Last of Us Part 1 remake. All both for $70. I hope no one pays that much for those games because that is ridiculous. Even for RE4, that's been released so many damn times. And I am still working on the video for remake, remasters, and remake remasters because there needs to be a video out there to tell people what's the difference between this and this. It's because people get confused, even my brother and many other people I work with at work. Then there's the Last of Us that got released the third time game we released, and it's a remake remaster. It's annoying. It really is. But hey, it's gonna make the original copies somewhat cheaper as a whole. That's decent, okay. But I don't know. It's something. I do want to play it, but it just gets annoying when I see it like, hey, we're releasing it again. Okay. Then there's the Xbox event that I'm kind of just like, okay, nothing's interesting except that Rick and Morty actors game that looked interesting actually. I thought that was funny and goofy. Then there was the Starfield thing that I'm not that big into, and it looks like No Man's Sky. Uh, uh, I don't know. It's like Willy X Willy. There were a lot of co-op sitting in that Plague's Tale game that I do need to play. I need to play the first one. I just gotta find out how to play that game in order. I have to look it up and see how the life cycle of how it was done, and just see like which version should I play. Then then we're about to have the Final Fantasy event that's going to be starting, I believe, on Thursday or tomorrow maybe, and they're going to be announcing some Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy 1 through 6 for consoles, I believe, and after that we're going to have probably some ports of some old games, maybe some old SquareSoft games, maybe releasing for next gen systems, or the next gen and older systems for this generation, for the Xbox, PS4, and PS5 and Series X and S. I went in that area because Those games, you could put them on a dang phone. Let's just be honest, people. But it is hopeful. I am hopeful for good ports, maybe, but probably not. The Capcom event sucked. I'm not gonna defend it. Like there was some good areas, like the RE 7 Gold Edition. That's gonna be $70, and that's a whip off in my opinion. And the VR, it's okay, nice, a new way to play it. Still whip off $70. Then I wish they announced Dino Crisis. I've been somewhat more interested in it over the past couple of years because of everyone hyping it up and be like, oh, they're going to remake it or make a remaster. I'll be more interested in a remaster. Just port all the original three games on one dang disc, fix them up, and port them on the new gen systems, and bring back all 1, 2, and 3, and Survivor 2 that was only released in Japan, and Code Veronica. Put those on one disc, put it for $40, and port them, make it good ports, and release them, and add some like extra stuff, like maybe like behind the scenes of like, hey, this is how we made this zombie or that thing, like that extra stuff would be cool. Oh hell, they even add Resident Evil 2 1 point some that the original RE2, if you're wondering. You can watch videos about it. But that would be nice. They actually brought like that game into the actual classic collection. That would be cool. And fix the damn director's cut for Resident Evil 1, for crying out loud. Fix the audio. It would be nice. But those I wish they were there, but they won't. And then there's also some Resident Evil DLC for Resident Evil 7 that look good, and then there's the third person mode that does look good. And I still $70 don't like it, but I could see why it is $70, but still not cool. And I hope it's just released on PS5 and Series X, because so they can really use the raw power of those systems just to put all those games, just put everything on the actual disc, because those discs can hold 100 gigabytes because of the Ultra Blu-ray DVD player inside those systems. And then there's gonna be a Nintendo Direct that I don't know what to expect, really. Probably some more announcements for some games, and announce like, hey, this is what we're gonna be releasing in August, September, October, and November, and through December. That's what they're gonna be probably announcing, in January probably as well. But as a whole, my opinion, my full opinion on the Xbox event, they should have announced more OG games, in my opinion. Like they should have like, hey, just announced it. Just say, hey, we're working on Phantom Dust. I would love that they brought back Phantom Dust, but they've given up on that intellectual property, and they've given up on Blinks. Like that's the thing about Xbox, and I do agree with the God of War creator on this. The creator of, I think, the first God of War. Xbox just doesn't know how to make a good exclusive most of the time. There's some good exclusives that they have, but they just don't know how to do it. Like they have the intellectual properties of these IPs. They just don't know how to do it most of the time. The Halo Infinite has a good campaign. I have not played it, but well, yeah, I have played it. I went to one of my friends' house actually, and I did. I'm thinking of Halo 5, but I played it. It was decent. Like I enjoyed it for what it was. But yeah, I agree. The multiplayer sucks ass. Like it's like a Fortnite. It's gonna become Fortnite. Like and even they say, oh, we're not doing Fortnite. You guys are. It's by the looks of it, you guys are gonna try to push a Fortnite type of build, and it's really bad. They just don't know. Like it's just Xbox doesn't know how to actually make good intellectual properties anymore. And as a whole, and they're just buying up companies. And my opinion is they don't need to. You guys had intellectual properties. You have Killer Instinct, the Conquer series, Banjo Kazooie, Perfect Dark that is coming back, but by the looks of it, it's going to get delayed a lot. And then Crackdown that you guys are butchering. Uh, that actually probably would be good if you actually delayed it more, but as a whole, that's the past. But that game had some problems. Then we have what this even? Oh, there's so many OG Xbox games that they could have made backwards compatible, but they didn't. It's kind of annoying, and they could have announced Brute Force 2, and I know that game wasn't successful, but hey, they could have brought it back and try to do something with it. What was that other game that was for the 360? It was the second one was published by Konami. 99 Nights. What happened to that game? Why is that not backwards compatible? Why is it not another 99 Nights? Come on, Microsoft. Lost Odyssey? I think they own Lost Odyssey now. I read something that they own the intellectual property rights to Lost Odyssey. Where's Lost Odyssey 2? And I do need to play that game. And I have somewhat looked at the storyline because I like spoiling myself. But they can make a sequel. Like, make a sequel to Lost Odyssey. I haven't played it, but make a sequel to it. Even if I never played it, that's such a dumb move of mine. And then people gonna make probably videos of this guy has never played Lost Odyssey and he's announcing wants a Lost Odyssey 2. Such odd. This I don't know. I'm just thinking of IPs. I'm just thinking of IPs that they own, and it's like, hey, use them. Like, stop saying, oh, we can't use them because we just can't. And I know some of it is because of intellectual property rights, because of the music. Someone owns this character. It's a lot of things, and I understand that, and that's probably why we need to get Blinks too. But I'm being hopeful. I'm trying to be. What does name? But as a whole, I'm Otogi. I just thought of it. Otogi. Like, and I know probably From Software isn't interested in making another Otaki, but buy the damn rights to Otaki if you can, and well, maybe, but and that game series is really dead. But I'm happy they're both backwards compatible, but they're wicked expensive. The first one's still cheap. I got it for under $60, so I'm happy. I got it for under probably what it was when it released, and I still need to find Otagi 2, and that game is $100 in some places, but it's 200 some places online. That's ridiculous. And unopened is around 300 sometimes. That's what I've seen. And I'm rather shocked they haven't announced the limited one. Like, and they actually limited one games is finally making Xbox games, and the first game is Doom 64. It's gonna have a physical release, and for $34, I'm like, okay, that's decent. I hope they do Voodoo Vents physical release and maybe a Phantom Dust physical release. I like those games. Hey, be nice. And then there's a couple of other games I can think of because they could probably there's a lot of digital games on the Xbox storefront that would be nice for physical release wise because I would just like to have a physical release of those games just to add to my collection of complete games as a whole if they are complete, but it differs because of how I see it. But yeah, that's about all. That's just what I've been doing, and this is just me talking about crap. That's just all it is. Why not? Like a video about me talking. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, share, and subscribe. If you want to support me, go to my Odyssey channel. There is a Patreon to subscribe start, but I if you do want to support me though, nice. If you don't, oh well, it doesn't matter to me. I'll still post stuff if I can. And I'll see you guys later. See you, scavengers.